Good morning, and Jai Baba to the early birds.
Jai
Good
Baba
morning.
to you, Reza.
Jai Baba, we are
Jay
the
Baba.
early birds.
I hope you have a poem ready for today.
Oh, of course, for Mehera.
For Mehera, you have to have a poem.
Oh, I have the one and the only. You know, when Mehera passed away, they opened office in Myrtle Beach in Australia and in India. And all three, the same ghazal came. So that's the ghazal that I will later share with you.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah, Hafiz is like that. He doesn't change his word. It all goes with the intent. And even the interpretation goes with the intent. It's a beautiful day here. Cloudy a little bit, but nice. Tomorrow will be full sun.
Beautiful. Yeah, we have a cloudy day here too. It's supposed to rain really hard. We'll see. So
Angela, I have missed you the last few times.
for the
Were you
poetry,
there? In the last meeting, were you there?
the poetry,
Yeah,
I wasn't able to attend. I'm starting to work a little bit, so
yeah. The hour is doesn't work.
it's fine though. I want to encourage events at all hours of the day because many people are available. And then since we do record it, I can watch it later and really savor it.
It's good. You know, this new mode of communication, thanks to Corona, um, has opened tremendous new opportunities. We used to have Bible meetings in our home in Southern California for 10 years.
Yes.
And last weekend, one of the participants, they knew we wanted to restart it. One of them started a Zoom video conferencing, and we had our first Bible meeting again. But it wasn't just Southern California. We had people from Connecticut, from Vancouver, from Walnut Creek. So Bible meetings become kind of universal. They don't, and that's really great.
That's right. I mean, more than universal, it's not just within the country, but international as well. I mean, it's just fabulous.
Yeah.
We regularly have
Hello,
people.
hello. Oh,
Hey, Jeff, we regularly have people from India and other parts of Asia coming to RT. It's fantastic.
okay. What day?
Oh,
Israel, we
yeah.
have a regular. Sometimes we have Australians show up.
Good morning, Jeff.
Angela, can you
Yes,
hear me?
yes.
Sure.
Yes, Jeff, we could hear you loud and clear.
Peter,
Good afternoon.
can you hear me or?
Yes.
So Peter is the MC today.
Thank you, Angela.
Are you having lunch or breakfast, Jeff?
Hey, Mr. Wolverton.
I'm not sure if Jeff has his audio on,
That's all right.
which is very appropriate. Who wants to hear anything while chewing? I have difficulty with it, to be honest with you. I have to stop chewing to hear well. Of course.
Okay. Just seeing if I know anybody else. Oh, Gabriella Tall. She's okay. All right, Leica. Leica, I want a video and I want audio. Come on. That's funny. Oh, well. Everybody's going anonymous.
Hey, Ellen, Leica doesn't have a camera, so that's her excuse.
Okay. I didn't know that. All right. This is an interesting group. Okay. Oh.
Hello, hello.
Hey. This is neat.
Hey, Jeff.
J-Man, bye-bye, everyone.
Gee, Baba Michal, so good to have you here.
Good to be here.
I want to get the guitar and the music.
Hindi na manaya.
Got it set. Okay. And put some chairs. I can't. I can't get any sound on this thing.
I can hear you, Jeff.
Everybody's muted.
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm not sure he can hear us.
Oh, good.
Hey, Jeff, can you hear us?
Finally, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, good. There you go.
I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Baba wanted you to have peace of mind while having your lunch. That's all.
Yeah. You could see that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Julie Andrews. Hey. Oh. And Mikal. Yeah. And Pace.
Hi.
Wow.
Jeff, are you going to share outfits today?
Am I going to share what?
Outfits?
No, I think you're the Hafiz man.
He's a rooming man.
I'm Robert Frost. No.
Oh, but you are the universal man. I love your morning games with cards from all the
Oh yeah,
great ones.
yeah. Oh good.
Mm.
I'll think of some quote.
Reza, how are things out in Mariposa?
Mariposa, we really don't see much evidence of the virus activity. We had one person, until 2 weeks ago, we had 0 case. And 2 weeks ago, somebody entered town who had it. Of course, she was quarantined within 3 hours because our town has only 3,000, the central town. So out of that one person, 14 others caught it. Fortunately, all 14.
Good afternoon, Jay Baba, and welcome to a celebration of Mehera, Baba's beloved. I thought I'd start off this Mehera Zoom program, first of all, by saying this program will be recorded on Zoom and will probably be on the YouTube Circle of Friends channel at a later date. So if anyone does have any objections whatsoever to recording this, please let me know via chat on Zoom, which is at the bottom of your screen, or through other means as well.
Don't pull it too far.
All right, and I'm going to be muting everyone to start off. At the end of the program, there will definitely be a sharing. So at the end, feel free to definitely share any memories or stories or songs about Mehera or whatnot. I would like to start off by reading, this is from Tavern Talk that was emailed. I got this today. It says, today, May 20th, we celebrate Baba's beloved Mehera and her 35th anniversary of her reunion with her beloved. Baba said of his Mehera that she is the very breath without which I cannot live. And Mehera conveyed to all of those who love him, may we be worthy of your most beautiful, precious love, Baba darling. May we keep loving you more and more throughout good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. And may we please you by remembering you always. And that was from Mehera. And I thought we'd start the program off with a song or story or Memories of Mehera by Jeff. Good afternoon, Jeff.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Wait 1 second. Hey, Nag, get ready with that guitar. Anyway, let me say that it turned out that I happened to be at Mehrabad at the time, working at the tomb on the renovation and at Merazad when Mehera passed on. And this was in early May. The women Mandali had gone to Pune for their yearly vacation. And I was scrambling at Merazad to finish the veranda. And then when I came back, I started working again at Mehrabad. A few weeks went by, and I was there after lunch one day at Lower Mehrabad. Suddenly this car comes racing into the compound, and Jal Dastur yells out, Mehera has gone to Baba, Mehera's gone to Baba, and then he just turns around and zooms off again. So this was the summer months, and there were only a handful of people there, just a few Westerners, and it wasn't like a pilgrim season. And so we got together and kind of divvied up what people were going to do. And of course, Ted Judson was dealing with some of the logistics of receiving hundreds of people who are going to be coming. And Alan Wagner was going to be in charge of the food and everything. Well, they needed somebody to prepare Mehera's grave. I mean, it was dug out, but it was kind of in just rubble and everything. So my job during that day, this came in, say, in the afternoon, the news from Mehera. And so I was trying to prepare the grave site, which is next to Baba's tomb, in the afternoon. And then word came that from Meherazad that they wanted us to come out. So were the three of us that hopped into these huge motorcycles. I mean, these were like so much metal. And so we headed across the countryside on our way to Meherazad. And in the west behind us, the sun was setting, and before us was a full moon was coming up. I mean, it was magnificent. It was like stunning to see this as we were racing across the countryside out to Meherazad. Apparently, I heard later that happened when the Buddha was born, when he was enlightened, and when he passed on. That same phenomenon occurred. But as we got closer to Meherazad, I could feel the whole countryside there was such a peace and quiet covering the whole countryside long before we even got to Meherazad. It was a little like, it must have been like going to Bethlehem when Jesus was born. It had that feeling. And as we got closer and closer to Meherazad, the atmosphere became so rarefied that I and the motorcycle, I thought we're going to dissolve if we continued. But so anyway, I got there to Meherazad and we were ushered into Mandali Hall. And I was so shocked because Mehera looked like she was in the open coffin in front of Baba's chair in Mandali Hall. And it looked like she was just asleep. And she looked like she was only about 28 years old. So young and so at peace, so quiet and everything. And so there were just a few of us there, and Goer and Mehru and Mani would come in and out. And at one point, I think Heather and Eriko began singing some songs, and so I chimed in to it. And oddly enough, we didn't wind up singing the Baba songs. We wound up singing all these old love songs, all these old standards, and including Johnny Mathis but there was one song that I thought, hey, Nan, are you ready? Uh-oh. Anyway, I thought I would sing a song, but I guess, well, I'll just pass at this point, okay? But I tell you, it was this was really something beautiful. And then maybe later on, I'll say what happened after when she was actually lowered into her grave at Meherabad, okay? Too late.
Thank you, Jeff. That was awesome. All right, up next, we are going to go to Alan Ray Powell. Good afternoon, Alan.
Wow. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Peter, Jay Baba, to you all. So back in '74, I did have the special opportunity to share a few songs for Mehera between Mandali Hall and the porch out there at Meherazad. And so if my memory serves me correctly, this is one of them, as it came to me during the previous week up on Meherabad Hill. The beloved lies within. The beloved lies within. Open up your heart. The beloved lies within. Open up your heart. The beloved lies within. Open up your heart. 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 Priyatam yahan rahta hai. Apne dil ko kholo. Priyatam yahan rahta hai. Apne dil ko kholo. Priyatam yahan rahta hai. Apne dil ko kholo. Tomare dil mein. Tomare dil mein. Tomare dil mein. Tomare dil mein. The love of God is always with you. Let His grace and His beauty shine on through. The beloved lies in you. Open up, speak the truth. Let the light shine on through you. Shine on through you. The beloved lies within. Open up your heart. The beloved lies within. Open up your heart. The beloved lies within. Open up your heart. Your heart. Your heart. Your heart. Your heart. The love of God is always with you. Let His grace and beauty shine on through. The beloved lies in you. Open up and speak the truth. Let the light shine on you. Jai Baba.
Jay Baba, thank you, Alan Ray. All right, up next we have the one and only Debbie Nordine. Good afternoon, Debbie.
Hi, everybody. That was beautiful. Can you hear me? Is my mute off?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
we can hear you.
Thank you so much for organizing this remembrance of Mehera today. And I'm just going to share just a few very personal remembrances of Mehera. I remember being at tea with Mehera one day in Meherazad, as many of us women were able to do. And I was so touched by two things. First of all, I was helping her pass around the snacks. And I was sort of hesitant and delicate around Mara. I wanted to make sure I did everything right. Well, lo and behold, when it came time to pass everything around with such force, she would hand me the bowl that I'm supposed to then, plop something in and pass it to the next person, the next person. She had such strength. She was very matter of fact and natural. And I think a lot of us could see that in some of the films where, she's grabbing the umbrella from somebody else because they're not having it over Baba's head properly. She just grabs it and takes it and puts it there. And so I always admired that kind of straightforwardness about Mara. And just this morning when I got up and I was thinking that today is Mara's day, I remembered, like I do on many, many mornings, how she had told us that Baba told her, because she used the term giddy, sometimes she would feel just a little giddy when she was getting up out of bed. So I am so happy that I can remember Mara because I have a giddy thing too sometimes. So when you get up out of bed, Baba told her, first of all, sit on the edge of your bed first for a few moments and then stand up. I know it sounds very simple, and it was, but it just showed the sweetness of Baba's care and attention to detail for Mara. And then one third little thing I'll share, it was so sweet. She was also telling us about how Baba was he would check out people's accommodations. And just like Peter and I, we were so lucky when we moved to the trust compound, Mara wanted to see the room we were living in. So she wanted to see, now, where will you make tea? How will you, take care of Peter? And she grabbed my hand and would walk me through the room and through the trust compound, just that sort of familial, just like somebody, like a mother and a daughter, when you grab each other's hands, or two dear friends. Anyway, the part I wanted to say was how Baba came to check out her accommodations at one point, and I can't remember where it was. But he said, oh, so this is where you're sleeping? And she said, yes, Baba, I sleep there. And he said, well, show me how you sleep, or whatever. He said, I want to lie on your bed. So he laid down on her bed first. And then she said, but Baba, I sit down here first and then lay down like that. She corrected Baba as to how exactly she would sit on her bed and then lean backwards. And I don't know why I just felt to share these few things today. I guess because to me it showed that sort of that beautiful, simple intimacy that Mara and Baba had with each other. And then we can project that into our own lives, how he does care about every little detail of his lovers' lives as well. So I just wanted to share that today when we're remembering her sweetness. Jai Baba.
Jay Baba, thank you, Debbie. That was awesome. All right, up next we have Larry Green. Good afternoon, Larry. You're on.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I've one Mehera story back in the 80s with my wife. We were visiting India, and it was Christmas time, and there was a play, and it was depicting the life of Buddha, and there were these actors with skull caps on because they were supposed to have shaved heads. And Mehera was sitting in front, and she seemed very much involved and interested with what was happening on stage. And later it came out that she was concerned, did they really shave their heads for this production? And not about the acting or the story. Anyway, I've got a Jim Meyer song and a Jamie Newell song. Jamie Newell. I will never leave you. On this you can depend. I'll be always with you in ways you cannot comprehend. Let not your heart be troubled by the things that pass your eyes. This world is made of shadows that your mind learned to disguise. I will never leave you. On this you must believe. No matter where you're going, no matter where your path may lead, let not your soul be weary by the constant veil of tears. You know I'll be there waiting when the clouds all disappear. I will always love you in darkness and light. We'll always be together, never ever leave my side. Let not your soul be troubled by this constant veil of tears. You know I'll be there waiting when the clouds all disappear. I will never leave you. I will never leave you. I will never leave you. Sing a song of Mehera, sing of the joyous magic touch of love will bring. Sing it loud, sing it bright, for the rest of your life. Never could you sing it long enough to give the praise that he is worthy of. He came to show that every heart could share the bounty of the treasure hidden there. He lit his candles in the dark that we might see. Above the noise he sang a song of silence that we might be free. So sing a song of Mehera, sing of the joyous magic touch of love will bring. Sing it loud, sing it bright, for the rest of your life. Never could you sing it long enough to give the praise that he is worthy of. He personally sees to each detail, correcting every error without fail. There is no lesson of the world he does not teach. There is no corner of your heart he will not reach. morning the birds sing out his praise. In the night the crickets chatter of his ways. Shall we not shout his name aloud while we have the chance? Shall we not share with all the world this divine romance? And sing a song of Mehera, Baba, sing of the joyous magic touch of love will bring. Sing it loud, sing it bright, for the rest of your life. Never could you sing it long enough to give the praise that he is worthy of. Never could you sing it long enough to give the praise that he is worthy of. Jai Baba.
Jay Baba. Thank you, Larry. All right, up next we have Al. Good afternoon, Al.
Hey, Peter, how are you? Jay
Doing
Bobby,
great.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Doing great.
Oh, great. I'm over here with the guys. We're just about to play cards. I had to twist their arm to let me sing this song before we start. Who are you talking to? Me? Can you hear me? Peter.
Yes, we can hear you, Al. You're coming in
Okay,
loud.
I didn't know if you could hear me or not. Okay, listen, anyway, I have one song to sing. And this is one of the songs that I sang to Mehera on my first day in '79. And I must have sung this song about 40 times at the Samadhi and a couple of times over at the Southeast Gathering. But when I got congratulated, somebody said, oh, there's Al Grasso singing that Bob Dylan song. But it's not a Bob Dylan song. This song was written for the music and the words by John Prine. But after 40 years, the tune has gotten such shifted that you wouldn't recognize it. But there was one line that was golden, and I had to keep it. So here it goes. You ready? When do we start clapping? Don't fucking hear you. Okay, here goes, guys. Oh, Baba, please, Baba, won't you come to me now? You can come as my papa. You can come as my pal. This living ain't easy. Sanskaras run deep. My poor heart is weary from this long drawn out sleep. Oneness. I want oneness in living. I want oneness in love. I want oneness while gazing at the stars up above. Oneness with my sisters. Oneness with the sea. But most of all, Baba, I want oneness with thee. And longing just comes natural, like the first breath from a baby, like sunshine feeding daisies, or like the love hidden deep in your heart, or like the love hidden deep in our hearts. Ego, oh ego, false ego, goodbye. We've been too long together, this ego and I. I'm climbing that mountain, I'm a swimming that sea, with beloved inside me, my Baba and me. Baba, it's Baba when I'm happy, it's Baba when I'm blue, it's Baba through illusion, and it's Baba the true. It's Baba that's living this life through me now. It's Baba, my papa. It's Baba, my pal. And longing just comes natural, like the first breath from a baby, like sunshine feeding daisies, or like the love hidden deep in your heart, or like the love hidden deep in our hearts. Ba 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 ba. Come to us now. Jay Baba, and thank you all for listening. Yep, time to play cards. See y'all later on.
Thank you, Al, and thank you for
Thank
sharing.
you.
All right. Up next, we are going to California and hear Max Reef. Good afternoon, Max.
Good afternoon, Peter. Moi? Okay, let me get my things together here. I was going to do a certain song that that I did this morning at Archie, actually, and it's very beautiful. But when Alan Ray Powell was talking, and he mentioned some interactions with Mehera over a song, and I have an experience to share in a song. I didn't go to India that often in the old days. I was there. I think this was I don't remember if it was in the 80s or 90s, but there was a gathering outside, and everything was supposed to be some electronic thing wasn't set up right, and so there was the delay, and there was nothing to do. And somebody said something like, "Does somebody have a song or something? Mehera is here, and I'm sure she'd love to hear something." And I had this song that came to mind. And you know, this is an old song, as what used to be known as a Negro spiritual, and I can't remember. I'm not sure where I learned it, and I've never seen it before or since. I can't find it on YouTube, but it's a beautiful song. And I just picked up my guitar and I sang, and Mehera went like this, and it was, of course, one of the big moments in my life. So here's the song. If anybody knows anything about this song, I'd love to hear about it. Find a way to get a hold of me if you can, and I'd love it if you'd let me know. We're all on, wait, bad key. We're all on a long, long journey. Sing hallelujah. We'd better get started early. Sing hallelujah. Sing out for the Lord to help you. The Lord is mighty strong. Don't you worry about your heavy load. The Lord's gonna help you along. We're all on a long, long journey. Sing hallelujah. We better get started early. Sing hallelujah. Sing out for the Lord to help you. The Lord is mighty strong. Don't you worry about your heavy load. The Lord's gonna help you along. La 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 ha ha ha. Sing out for Mehera to help you. Mehera is mighty strong. Don't you worry about your heavy load. Mehera's gonna help you along. Mehera Baba's gonna help you along. Jai Baba.
Jay Baba, thank you, Max. That's beautiful. All right, up next, we are going to stay in California for the lovely Adrian. Good afternoon, Adrian.
Good morning, afternoon. What time is it? 11:30 my time. Okay. Oh, Alan's coming. So the story is pretty, I'll try to keep it short. I never really felt like I was, like, I don't know, worthy enough for Mehera. I always felt so, when I first came to Baba, I felt that Mehera was such an out of reach presence and was just too sweet, and that I was just too bitter or dirty or, you know, just too lumpy, and she was too soft. And I felt over the years that Baba was kind of cracking me open to be able to see her more and think more of her and her love and less of myself and my own unworthiness. And when I started, was when Alan asked me to marry him. After we were married, it was the first time I looked at Mehera and I felt that she talking to me, and she said, just, it's okay, go ahead, like I got it, it'll be okay, because Alan wasn't a Baba lover at the time. And then over the next couple of months, Alan became a Baba lover. It just happened kind of suddenly. I felt that she had really was a part of it on some level. And then it was the night before we were going to get married, and we were sleeping separately, and this feeling of Mehera's presence just like it really came with me, and it the room, and it came, and it like me write this song, which I was going to sing another song. I had to. I'll just finish the story. I'll sing these songs. This is the vows that I wrote for Alan, and I just felt that Mehera, I don't know, I just felt like she was a part of the process, and she kind of never left my side until we, you know, through the night and into the marriage, and it was just really amazing. I felt like she was there with me and had opened heart to her love, and I felt like I could hold some of it and not think too much about myself. So here's the song. I will never tire of singing for you, my love, even when I am weary in need of sleep. I will always try to give you best of my love, even when I am broken and weak. Ooh, with this ring I thee wed. Ooh, I'll be your friend, and I'll be your love and your friend until the end, until the end. I want the space between us to be safe enough to fall, and I will be there to help catch you. I want to keep God here in the center of it all, and always seek him out within you. Ooh, with this ring I thee wed. Ooh, I'll be your love and your friend until the end, until the end. And then I'll sing the song that Cindy wrote for Mehera and Baba. Cindy Lowe's beautiful song. I have come to be here somehow in the everlasting
become a garden for the king, and roses for the I have come to be here somehow, in the everlasting silence. Ooh, now. There's nothing I could bring but this simple song I have to sing. Let my life become a garland for the king, and roses for the queen, the queen.
Jay Baba. Thank you,
One
Adrian.
last thing, this little quote I want to read. These lines, written by the poet Kabir, were given by Meher Baba to Mehera to memorize when she first entered the ashram at the age of 17 in 1924, and Mehera later taught them to Baba's sister Mani. Once and for all, make the resolve that everything is God's and nothing is mine. Let that be your resolve. In me there is nothing of mine. Whatever there is yours. Having made over to you what is yours, what concern have I with any of it? Jai Baba.
Jay Baba. Thank you,
Thank you
Adrian.
for
And
letting me
thank you, Cindy
share.
Lowe, for that last song as well. All right, up next, we have Denny Moore. Good afternoon, Denny.
Hello, Peter. Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I'm not there with you in the same room. Peter, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. If you want to start your video, that would be awesome as well.
Well, I don't have a video. I don't know how that button got pushed, but I'm going to play the
not a
flute.
problem.
So. Thank you for letting me be a part of the anniversary today.
Jay Baba, thank you, Denny. That was awesome. All right, up next, we have Mehera Bloom from California. Good afternoon, Mehera.
Oh, good. Okay. Hi, good afternoon, Jay Baba. Happy Mara's Day. I thought I would share a short story and a dream about Mara. And I was thinking what would be the most relevant to the time we're in. And I was remembering one tea with Mara, and I was 7, and I was very, very shy. And Mara was trying to bring me out of myself. That was one of her goals with me. And anyway, we were at tea, and I whispered to my mom that I had to go to the bathroom. And for me, I didn't want anybody to hear it because that's how shy I was. And Mara said to my mom, what did Mara say? And my mom said she has to go to the bathroom. And my mom said, I'll take her. And if you know, in Merazad, to go from from the dining room to the front, it's a long walk. And so Mara said, no, I'll take her. So Mara took me to her bathroom and waited for me to use the bathroom. And then after, she taught me how to wash my hands and how to wash my lips. And I remember that now because of the time we're in, where hand washing is such a big part of our life. And I sometimes think to myself, I wonder if Mara was prepping me for today. And so I think of her often when I wash my hands. So I wanted to offer that story. And then the other story I thought I would offer is a dream I had the night before Mara passed away. I was 7 still, and I had a dream of a very young Baba, beautiful Baba from like the 20s, and he was in a beautiful white sadra, and the top button was opened and it was flowing, and his hair was loose, and there was a white light in the room. And behind him was a beautiful young Mara. And he said to me, I have to take Mara now, but I'll be back in 10 days. And the next morning we got the news that Mara had passed. And Bob and Jane Brown were on their way to India and had heard the dream. And they shared the dream in Mandali Hall. And Mani said, that's interesting because we hadn't felt Baba's presence for 10 days after he passed. But now we feel him. And my mom used to say that she liked to think of it as them going on their honeymoon. So share that with you all, and my love, and Jai Baba, and happy Mara's Day to all of you.
Thank you, Mehera. That was beautiful. Happy Mara's Day. All right, up next we have Reza, who would like to share a poem. Good afternoon, Reza.
I know I have it.
Good afternoon, Reza.
When Mehera passed on, they opened office in Australia, India, and in Myrtle Beach, and the same ghazal came. The following year, I sent a translation of it to Mani, and this morning, I begged Baba to help me find it. It's on a weathered piece of paper, but it's Ghazal 439, Dancing I Rise. My love, where is the good news of our union, so that into you at last I breathe my last. I am truly a bird of paradise, so let me be free of this narrow world and into your pure air now rise. By your great love I swear, I shall forswear my own ordering of this place and this life. If only you call me your slave, and to your feet I rise. Oh, my beloved Lord, may your cloud of guidance bring some sweet rain to moisten the dry dust of my life before they scatter in the wind when they rise. Do come sit by my grave with love's wine and your lute player. When lifted by your fragrance, I obey your love's call, and dancing I rise. O my sweetly moving, adorned one, arise and show me your lovely form, tall like a cypress, so that joyful I leave this life and the world with my arms held high, and dancing I rise. Though I'm old, I remember what Jeff Wolverton said, that he saw Mehera, or was it Mehera, the young Mehera, who said, saw Mehera as a 28-year-old behind Baba. It says, though I'm old, hold me tight, just one more night, my love, and at dawn I shall rise from your side, young again, I'll rise. On the day of my death, let me see your dear face for just one breath. And then, like Hafiz, I leave all this far behind for all time, and into you I rise. If you want, I should read the Persian original. If not,
Sure, we would love to hear that, Reza. Yes, we would love to hear the Persian original if you would like
yeah.
to.
مژده وصل تو کو کز سر جان برخیزم، طایر قدسم و از هر دو جهان برخیزم. به بلای تو که گر بنده خویشم خوانی، از سر خواجگی کون و مکان برخیزم. یا رب از ابر هدایت برسان بارانی، پیشتر زان که چو گردی ز میان برخیزم. بر سر تربت من با می و مطرب بنشین، تا به بویت ز لحد رقص کنان برخیزم. خیز و بالا بنما ای بت شیرین حرکات، کز سر جان و جهان دست فشان برخیزم. گرچه پیرم تو شبی تنگ در آغوشم گیر، تا سحرگه ز کنار تو جوان برخیزم. روز مرگم نفسی مهلت دیدار بده، تا چو حافظ ز سر و جان، تا چو حافظ ز سر جان و جهان Barchisa. Jay Mer Papa.
Jay Baba, thank you, Reza. That was awesome. All right, we are going to check in with Jeff again to see if Jeff has a song. And you're ready, Jeff? Did you want to share a song?
Well, not quite ready for that, but there are other people. Was Kathy Riley here?
She was here, but she had to leave. She was experiencing some technical difficulties.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right.
I'll have to get a hold of Nan somehow. She's out in the garden.
All right. No worries. All right. We could come back to you. All right. Up next, we have Mikhail who would like to share all the way from Israel. All right. Good evening, Mikhail.
Yeah. Good evening, and Jay, Baba, and Mara. Oh, Baba, it is a wonderful day. I had the good fortune of meeting Mara a couple of times, right at the edge of her life, and she was just heavenly and godly, completely, when I met her. So I have a birthday song for Mara, which I wrote, and when we celebrated her birthday here, then I sang it. But now it's her going away song, because she's much more happier with that than with her birthday. We are happy with her birthday, but she's happy with her joining Baba. Can you hear me? Did I unmute myself?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. מאהבתנו נשמתה פה אהבתו, אנא עזרי לנו לאהוב את בבא עוד ועוד. מאהבתנו נשמתה פה אהבתו, אנא עזרי לנו לאהוב את בבא עוד ועוד. יפת ואצילית, צנועה ועדינה, כל כולך ואינסופית למהר ואהבה. יפת ואצילית, צנועה ועדינה, כל כולך ואינסופית למהר ואהבה. Mehera, the apple of his eyes, his breast, his love, of the ancient one, please help us love Baba more and more and more. Mehera, the apple of his eyes, the breast and love of the ancient one, please help us love Baba more and more and more. You're pure and sublime, you are Queen divine, from head to toe you full of love for Meher Baba. You're pure and sublime, you are Queen divine, from head to toe you're full of love for Meher Baba. מאהבתנו נשמתה פה אהבתו, אנא עזרי לנו לאהוב את בבא עוד ועוד. מאהבתנו נשמתה פה אהבתו, אנא עזרי לנו לאהוב את בבא עוד ועוד. יפת ואצילית, צנועה ועדינה, כל כולך ואינסופית למהר באהבה. יפת ואצילית, צנועה ועדינה, כל כולך ואינסופית למהר באהבה. Mehera, the apple of his eyes, the breast, the love of the ancient one, please help us love Baba more and more and more. And more and still yet more. Shemer, Baba, and Mera, and their love.
Jay Baba, thank you, Mikhail. All right, up next, we are going to open the program up and let people share. So attendees, if you'd like to share, please raise your hand the digital way. There are instructions at the bottom of the screen under the chat box. We do apologize. Per Angela, we have another program scheduled at 3:30. So if we can't call on everyone, please join us at future programs. There will be an RT at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time for sharing of music, stories, poetry, and expressions from the heart. All right, up next we have Judy Robertson. Good afternoon, Judy.
Jai Baba, to you and to everyone, and happy Mehera's Day. What I have to share, I rarely share. And one day, so for those of you that don't know me, I had the good fortune of spending a number of years living at Meherabad. And one day I was so I was working at Meherabad that day, and Mehru was on the porch. This is many years after Mehera had passed. And she asked me to come up, and she said, Judy, tell me about Mehera. It's like, me? This is what went on in my head. It's like, but you know, you're her niece. You went on the new life with her and Baba. And in that process, I shared with her this story. And at the end of it, or maybe at the beginning, no, at the end, I explained, I rarely share this. I keep it very close to my heart, as I feel like Baba has guided me. And Mehru said to me, Judy, it's really good that for all these years, you have not shared this. But now, it's important that you share it because it helps others. So as I've been into everyone today, I'm checking in with Baba, and I'm feeling that sort of through Mehru, Baba's urging me to share this with you. So this is back to my very first pilgrimage, for which I had been waiting 17 years as a Baba lover to get to India, to Meherabad. And finally, I got there in the mid 80s. And my time for departure was uncertain. So in those days, all the women were invited to tea with Mehera, but there were only a limited number of chairs at Baba's table. And so usually they invited 12 each day. And it was on Tuesdays and Thursdays that the women had tea with Mehera. And Casey and Devana were sort of making up the list of who was to come. And in those days, there were a whole lot less pilgrims than in later years. Nevertheless, each time it was, they would tell me, oh, next Tuesday, next Thursday, you're on the list. And then they would come to me that day and say, oh, there's a group from Bombay that's just arrived for a day or two, next time. And I said, that's fine. It's no problem at all. And I truly meant it. It was Baba's gift to me on that first pilgrimage to feel as if everything was perfect. Whatever happened was truly fine. I wish I could remain in that state today. So this went on day after day and week after week, and I still had not had tea with Mehera. And I can't remember if it was Devana or Casey that came up to me and had that sad news one more time to tell me that I'd been bounced because you know, of whatever circumstances for others. And I truly, with equanimity, Baba's gift to me, not my accomplishment, I said, that's fine. When Baba wishes me to have tea with Mehera, he'll invite me. It's no problem. And it was Casey or Devana looked at me, how everybody's like, you know, so anxious, and how can I don't, anyway. So finally, one day came and it actually got to be my turn. But because I was utterly new to the process, I didn't know that the table was long. I'd never been in Baba's kitchen before, or dining room before. And that, so I politely allowed everybody else to go in, and I went in last. And what I didn't know was that if you wanted to be able to hear Mehera, because she spoke very softly, you needed to be very close to her, and people would tend to rush in and do that. So I was at the far end on the opposite side of the table, just by the door for the tea, which was fine. I had no conceptions of anything one way or the other. And the gift that Baba gave me at that tea was, as Mehera, this is what I perceived physically, was that Mehera poured a cup of tea and offered it first at Baba's seat, where Baba was sitting. And he received that cup of tea with such love, as if Mehera was offering him the most precious thing in the world. And for one moment, I experienced a glimpse, a tiny, tiny glimpse of the love that Baba and Mehera shared as he received her cup of tea.
Jay Baba, thank you. That was awesome. All
And
right. Up next, we have Marie. Good afternoon, Marie. Marie, good afternoon.
I think I unmuted. Am I?
Not a
Can you
problem.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, that was a really touching story. Whoever that was that just told that, it brought back a lot of memories of Mehera to me. Mostly memories that so simple, things that are so simple that seem so small, or just so great when it comes to every gesture she made and everything she did. And I just wanted to share a couple short things. When I was with Mehera at tea, those teas were incredible. And what I love most is every time she'd say, "Oh my oh beloved Mehera Baba darling." I just can't say those words because she just said it in a way to love. You just knew the love that she had. It was so beautiful. And that has stuck with me all these years, is just those words that she would say. And the most profound experience I had with Mehera is a very special one, but I wish I could write a poem or sing a song, but this is what the biggest memory I have with her is. We were at tea, and she decided to invite everybody out to the garden to walk along the garden. And it was windy out, it was cold, and she came down the stairs. The ones that have been there, the stairs go down and you go a little bit, and then they go down and they go a little bit further. And so everybody else went ahead, and I stayed back and waited for her. And she ran back into the house, and she got her wrap. And she came out and she started running. And just before she got to me, the one above that, she fell. She fell forward. And I ran to her and I caught her in my arms. And I was just having her in my arms and I just held her and she started crying. She says, "Oh my God, you saved my life," or something like that. And we just stood there. I just held her until she could stand, and then we went and joined the other people. And she said quite a bit to me at that time, and I can't remember what she said, but it was so strange. The next day I had the same experience with Jane. She was leaving and she opened the door and she tripped over something and she fell into my arms and I caught her. Her suitcase went one way and she just bawled. I mean, I just caught her. And the day that I arrived back from India, somebody at the top of these stairs tripped at the top of a steep staircase and I put my arms out so that I got the rail and she just fell over the top of my arms and I was able to hold her from falling. And it's interesting, since that time, I bet I've had 100 falls. I mean, I just fall all the time. I trip over everything. I fall over anything. And so I feel like there's some kind of coincidence with falls. I don't know what. I don't know if anybody else has had those kinds of experiences. So anyhow, I have a great respect and love for Mehera, and she's been with me all these years. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Marie. All right, up next we have Tim and Noreen McAllister. Good afternoon.
Greetings, Jay Baba. This is a song by Mark and Lisa. Baba and Mehera, oh Mehera, Baba and Mehera. 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 She is his very breath, without which he cannot live. She is his very breath, without which he cannot live. She loves him as he ought to be loved, the purest soul in the universe. Baba and Mehera, oh Mehera, Baba and Mehera. Baba and Mehera, oh Mehera, Baba and Mehera. You know that Ram loved his Sita and Krishna loved Radha. Jesus loved Mary Magdalene and Baba loved his beloved queen. Baba and Mehera, oh Mehera, Baba and Mehera. Baba and Mehera, oh Mehera, Baba and Mehera. She is his very breath, without which he cannot live. She is his very breath, without which he cannot live. She loves him as he ought to be loved, the purest soul in the universe. Baba and Mehera, oh Mehera, Baba and Mehera. 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 Oh Mehera, Baba and Mehera. Oh Mehera, Baba and Mehera. Jai Baba.
Jay Baba, thank you. All right, up next we have Gabriella Tall. Good afternoon. Gabriella, you're on. Good afternoon, Gabriella.
Hey, I hope you seemed very silent in there for a while.
Not a problem.
So I have a song for Mehera also. I missed Mehera by a hair. I just had barely come to Baba, didn't even realize quite, I think. And I was at a music festival and I kept feeling somebody died. And I was rushing to my phone. And I mean, there were no cell phones in those days. I was calling and trying to find out what was going on and didn't know. But it was quite disturbed. But anyways, a couple of days later, somebody told me Mehera had gone to Baba. And the minute I heard that, I heard her in my mind say, sit down at the piano. And these are the words. The first verse is her words. And then it was sort of my reaction to her. And just to end that is that I did go to India soon after. And the women Mandali were still very sad. And people kept saying to me, I was urged to sing the song for them. And I was concerned that they would be upset by it. And people said to me, don't worry, they want to hear these things. So I played the song and everybody cried. And they said, thank you, that was good. And I said, well, I never met Mehera. I was sad that I never got to meet her. And they said, oh, you met Mehera. So that meant a great deal to me. You said, be still, cast your spirit low, allow the time to flow. Don't reach for diamonds in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, turn inside. Mehera, we are gliding on your wings. Mehera, we are flying in the sky. Still you await the ones who call, the ones in need, the ones who fall. And then you arise and take us with you. Then you arise and take us with you to the beloved. Mehera, so much love is in your heart. Mehera, though you long to join your Lord, still you await the ones who plead, the ones in struggle, the ones in seed. Then you arise and take then you arise and take us with you to the beloved. Oh.
Jay Baba. Thank you, Gabriella. Um, so that was a wonderful program this afternoon. Unfortunately, those who would like to share for the rest of the afternoon, there will be other times today. The next time will be at 9:30 p.m. for evening RT Eastern Time, or also in the mornings 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time as well. We have another scheduled program later today, which starts in a couple of minutes at 3:30 p.m. that this circle room meeting has been reserved for. So we apologize for everyone who didn't get to go with sharing, and thank you all for joining the meeting.